Hey YouTube, greetings in the name of Yeshua, also known as Jesus Christ. I have redone this video about 3 times and I have not been pleased. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Happy Father's Day to all you people out there who have a positive role model for a father. God bless you. For those of us who do not have that, God bless you also. I would like to say that one thing I have learned over the years is that when a woman does not have that positive, mature, responsible male role model that you're supposed to get from a father, your daddy, it leaves a hole. When I first started attending church as an adult, I was 25. I joined a church in Sacramento, Calvary Christian Center. And one day, I and my friend, early on of attending the church, we saw the pastor and his daughter sitting next to each other. He had put his arm around her. So I immediately was extremely angry. So I talked to my friend who's also from New York, and she was saying that she had become angry when she saw that. And we both had the exact same reaction for the same reason. We both realized when we saw them together what we had actually missed out on by not having a father in our lives. Now, my father, he bounced on my mom when I was 2 years old. So I'm from Syracuse, so in Rochester, which is like right next door to Syracuse, he had a baby over there, my brother, who's a year older than me. So he said it got too hot, it got too crowded, so he needed to leave. And so I'm laughing when he told me this originally, which was a number of years ago. But you just bounce and leave, and I think about, my mom struggling to pay bills and buy food and buy clothes, and he's down in Florida rolling in dough. And when I finally did confront him over the telephone, he took absolutely no responsibility. He didn't apologize. He said, that's in the past. That's in the past. No apology whatsoever. So then when I went into a little bit of detail about my abusive childhood, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you went through that. Okay, so you want to be sorry for that, but you don't want to be sorry for what you actually did. Never apologize to me. Never apologize to my mother. Wow. When I talk about it, sometimes, it hurts. It just hurts. It really does. So, to all you ladies out there who didn't have a daddy growing up, or maybe you're a single mother now and there's no father in your child's life, all I can say is make the best and the most of it. Do not sit around harping on what you don't have, and be thankful for what you do have. Sometimes you have to be thankful that maybe the person isn't around, because who knows what he would be doing to you and the child. And don't try to be the mother and the father, because you can't be both. There's no way a woman can be a man. Well, you know what I mean. So don't even put that pressure on you. Be the mom, be warm and loving, and sit down and talk with your child. I remember in my early 30s, I began to see, it was nothing but the Lord, Yeshua, how black women would say and do and have certain types of people around their children. And I would sit there and I'd be like, why did she just say that? Why did she just do that? Why did she have her child in here and this is going on? And the meanness and the yelling and the name calling that many mothers did to their children, or had smoking weed, drugs, alcohol, calling their kids, you're a dick and things along that line, or having people around their kids who end up abusing them. that's when I realized no wonder black men hate black women. It comes from their childhood. And I can specifically think of some men whose mamas, too, when I say a hot mess, I mean a hot, greasy, sizzling, out on the sidewalk, Sunday hot mess on a Sunday. And we have to take responsibility for that. But nobody wants to because people are so insecure, immature, weak minded, and feeble minded. If you need to go take your medication, go find yourself a women's support group. Definitely take it to the altar every single day. That's what you do. It's all about sacrifice once you have a child. And if you get dumped because you actually just got played because all he wanted was some sex, so be it. Keep it moving. Tell a boy to kick rocks with his bare feet. But taking your anger out on your kids because you mad at some man, then having 2, 3 babies by different men or even the same man, and then you're just confused and upset all the time, it's time for you to let it go. Let it go. We need to start focusing on raising our children with unconditional love so they don't get older and they don't want to not be around a black woman, a black man. You meet a black man who does not deal with black women, many times it's because of his mama. And I have seen this. I had conversations with men, and and it is really to a mother just need to be humble. You need to be humble. You being ghetto and ignorant and embarrassing. I want to marry, a woman who look like you and act like you. So, anyway, I said I was going to keep this brief. I'm already at 7 minutes. Happy Father's Day to all the real dads, to the men out there who are not real fathers, who always got an excuse. Oh, this one. Oh, she crazy. She crazy. This guy said this to me before. Oh, she crazy. She crazy. No, I ain't with her. I said, okay, she crazy, but she's raising your child full time. She ain't good nothing to the kid. I'm like, wait a minute. You just said she crazy. If she crazy, she crazy. So how do you say that she's not going to hurt the child? Another guy, when I was living in Oklahoma, I had went there for Bible college. He was saying how I was in Tulsa. His baby mama moved to Oklahoma City with the kid. And I said jokingly, oh, so she just moved out of town, huh? What happened between you two? What you do? And so he said in this really, really sad tone of voice, so it has to be my fault. And after one conversation with him, I was sure it was his fault. And the thing about him, he owned a house, maybe more than one, flashy car, was into flashy clothes and shoes. That same money he spent on all that stuff, he could have used for a family lawyer. And then I was thinking to myself, I was thinking to myself, for all I know, she caught him molesting the kid. And what some people do, they don't call the police. They just pack their bags and they run, putting that distance between them. So for all you dads out there who don't want to do your job and you have all these excuses of why you can't, kick rocks. Everyone else, in Yahshua's name, have a blessed one.